Good morning, everybody. It's Gav here, Sarah's hubby, and I am calling you, well, talking to you from Cowra. It's just north of Sydney. So it's day 43, and it's February the 23rd, 2023. Awful lot of twos and threes in amongst all that. Any rate, what can I say? I didn't do a video yesterday. I was terribly slack. I was up at Dark Ridiculous, got my load to Craigieburn where it had to go, then had to shoot down into the southeastern suburbs of Melbourne, load up down there, which we were loading with a crane, so that took all day, and then back on the road. Three of us got up to Tarcutta last night at approximately 8 o'clock, and those boys decided they wanted to stop. I decided I'd prefer to go, so I drove another couple of hours up to Cowra to get north of Sydney. Driving on, if anybody who is watching this is from Sydney, you'll know that at midnight to about 1 o'clock in the morning there's nothing on the roads on the bypass through Sydney, the Western Freeway. So it was absolutely sensational. What can I say? But it's a beautiful spot, this. It's perched up reasonably high. You've got to go through a bit of a cutting and through a little bit of a town to get into it. It's well signposted, and yeah, it's obviously very popular with the trucks. There's trucks everywhere, but yeah, that's what you get at a truck stop, isn't it? So so yesterday I was a little bit on the slack side. Duty called. I had my ketones to keep me going, and it was fantastic. That's what I mean. Like the other boys, they were flagging by 8 o'clock, but I was charged, full of energy, ready to rock and roll, take on the world. So I did so. I was mighty glad though to stop when I finally did. Let's face it, the ketones can only do so much. But at any rate, this morning I'm going to try have another go at a heart tart. These are a mainstay of mine. I have them a lot, and yes, they've got a good zing to them. So I've already had a couple of swigs out of my bottle, and here we go. So I didn't do that very well, did I? Okay. Plan B. Works every time. So yes, it's going to be interesting. It's currently nearly 20 past 8. So I'll be leaving here at 9 o'clock. So I'm going to get, I've already gone out, checked the truck, made sure everything's ready to rock and roll, and then I'm going to shoot up the highway. I've got about another 11 hours, including breaks, before I get my depot. So yeah, that'll be about 8 o'clock tonight before I get to the depot. So yeah, should be good. It's always good to get home and be with the ones that you love. So yep, there we go. There's the charged up heart tart. Now, I don't know if any of you, if I've mentioned it, I'm pretty sure I have. The charged are the ones with the caffeine in it, and the uncharged, of course, don't have caffeine. I have the uncharged as I go to bed at night, and just get your fluids into you, sort of thing, so that it's helping with the body going into the ketosis process and burning up reserves of, let's say, excess weight. And once that is in the process of burning while you're sleeping, yeah, your body's metabolizing it, processing it, and yeah, it's no longer on your body, and it's no longer causing you to have issues. And of course the charged ones during the day doing exactly the same thing. So yeah, well, let's have a look at that. I've already had breakfast, a couple of wraps with cheese, ham and chicken. It's a nice easy breakfast, and I've got some chicken rissoles on ready to cook. So as soon as I start up, I'll switch them on, and that's a good hearty meal for whilst you're out on the road. So there's the blood. Oh, there we go. 7.8. A little bit high, only because I've just had breakfast. So yeah, but that's okay. So that's good. So all we have to do now is get ourselves all sorted out and get back on the road. But thank you again all. You guys have a lovely day when you're out there on the highways and byways. For goodness sakes, take care, take it easy. No trip is worth dying for, and I'll catch you at the next one. But, yeah, thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Bye for now.